Y'all ready for this?
Grand National Championships.
Hello. You are listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. With us tonight, we have Chief Comic Book Inspector Corin Atchison.
Hell yeah.
We have dog drug tester Joe the Fady.
In the flesh.
And we have world traveler, Uncle Traveling Jared McLeod up in my upper left. I don't know where he's going to be upper left on the mix that's released to the public, so I can disclose that if you're watching on YouTube. So I apologize for talking so much about the placement of our heads in the frame. If anyone has anything they want to contribute, I forgot last week to even mention our contact info. You can give a email us at thegncshow.com. You can send a call 727-379-4335, and all of our social media can come to you at the GNC Show. Visit thegncshow.com for any other pieces of show related information that you may be lacking. Hope everyone's doing splendidly. Let me start with you, Corin. What have you been up to in this past week? I don't know. Do I pick on you more often than others?
You pick on me all the time.
Maybe you get a higher percentage of it. It's just that when I'm talking, like Jotham's always kind of drifting off, and I feel like Jared's looking straight at the screen, but he's on another website. But you seem so happy and engaged.
I'm literally staring at the screen.
I didn't say you're not. I told you how I feel.
That's valid.
Yeah.
But Corin is there like, hey, he's like
I'm just stoked to be here.
Eager puppy energy.
He was at a new pumpkin patch this week.
Ooh.
Can't wait to tell you guys about it. All of my romantic interests of pasts and futures.
The ghosts of romantic futures.
Of course. It would be weird if they weren't. Got him. So, okay. Well, we're getting into this real early.
Should we wait? Do you want to go around to you at the end?
Yeah, let's go around. I want to hear about Jared's travel.
Yeah, let's talk to Jared. Jared, to those who watch the podcast on a regular basis, you'll see he's in unfamiliar environs. Where are you, Jared?
I am...
Oh, no.
I am at my brother's house and my sister-in-law's house in Fort Lauderdale.
You avoided
in their spare bedroom.
Avoided swarm.
Yes.
You left because there was a storm coming and you're 100 yards away from a river.
Message from some kind of alert system that said
you're close to the river.
Yeah, I'm like 100 yards from the river. So I was just imagining some nightmare scenario where there was going to be storm surge that was going to take over my car and maybe leave me stranded in my apartment for a while. So I got out of Dodge and came here.
You know what I imagine it's going to be like since I watched this movie this afternoon? Crawl.
We watched it last night.
I saw that in the theater, actually.
I watched it some months ago, but last night we decided to show it to our 9-year-old Clara.
Oh, what'd she think? Did she love it?
She's unfazed by anything. Yeah, she thought it was great. She really...
Dude, that gator on the golf course is the size of the gators in that movie.
You see that gator on the golf course in, where was it, Pasco County or something?
It was in Naples.
In Naples?
Naples, yeah.
Beautiful.
He's so high off the ground.
I love when they've got those long straight legs in alligator when there's like a lot of clearance. Like you could take a mechanic's creeper and like crawl under there, check out the tummy. But anyway,
that's an adorable scene.
But Crawl was amazing, and Clara really wanted to see a hurricane movie. She's like so hyped for this hurricane, this tropical storm that we got. So so we watched Crawl.
Is Perfect Storm a hurricane movie? I can't remember.
That was on our list.
Is it a hurricane?
Yeah. Isn't like a hurricane in it? It
Or is
makes
it
the
a
perfect storm.
Well, the whole point is it's the intersection of like three different storms.
And it's the perfect storm.
But what I was thinking is that movie is not or a book by Sebastian Junger. I don't know.
How did you know that?
He wrote a few of those things. Like he wrote Into the Wild, didn't he?
I don't know.
The one about the young man who went to Alaska, the ill-fated trip to Alaska to kind of become one with nature.
And he did by being buried in the ground.
And one called maybe Into the Air, which is all about an expedition to summit Mount Everest.
That's also a documentary about some Scandinavians that was very good.
Oh, you know what? I'm mixing up John Krakauer and someone else, and Sebastian, what's his name? And Jared's gone. Jared, what's going on with your audio?
Is it not working?
Oh, it wasn't for a second. Now it is.
Oh.
He just mouthed Krakauer because it's such a fun name.
Krakauer?
I do have a very precarious situation here. I've kind of rigged a crazy thing. It's a balancing act. There's masking tape involved. But I did it to get the quality audio that everybody deserves instead of using my headset mic.
They love it.
Is it masking tape or packing tape?
I don't know. It's clear tape It's clear tape.
How wide is the roll? How wide?
No, that's packing tape,
bud.
Masking tape.
What's masking tape?
That's meant to mask out areas that you don't paint over. And then you pull it off.
I've been calling it the wrong thing all these years.
That's masking tape because you're masking out.
It's
made to be
anyways, it's held together with packing tape.
Thank you.
I'm balancing the camera on what looks like to be maybe a stereo, like a Bluetooth thing, or it could be like a oil diffuser. I don't know. And then a small food container, and then the camera, and then I have the mic stand taped and balanced, and doing all kinds of weird things on this little hutch.
What'd you eat out of the container?
My protein powder that I brought with me.
Nice.
Okay. What flavor?
Chocolate.
All right, what brand?
Can't go wrong.
I can't tell you. I don't have the thing in front of me right
tell
now.
all his secrets.
Just handfuls of premium protein powder.
Just dry into your mouth.
I think I was overpaying.
I throw it into my eyes.
I realized I was overpaying for protein powder for years.
You
I was
don't
buying
want
the
to do that.
GNC brand. Yeah.
Grand
I got it on
National,
Amazon.
You don't want to do
good.
that.
Grand National Championships brand protein powder.
We should. I mean,
Yeah.
half of what we talk about is protein and
Let's
working
get a
out.
blend. Let's get a blend together. What flavor will we have? What would be the flavor?
We got to have the classics because you got to appeal to the
they never go out
masses.
of
But
style.
then you can step it up with some alternate flavors.
I'd like to add some graham cracker in, maybe with the vanilla.
Oh, okay. All right.
I could do that after. I mean, I could do that at home, I guess.
Cinnamon.
I've never done it.
Cinnamon bun. That would be good.
Also,
Or like
you're thinking about adding it to the product you're going to sell, but then you're like, well, I've never done it, but it sounds like it could be cool.
Well, I've gone to places and ordered it, and it was good. And I assume they added in actual graham crackers,
Wait,
like a strawberry cheesecake, protein shake.
where do you go that they add graham cracker to a protein powder?
There's a place that might have closed since COVID, but Powerhouse Gym or something on Hillsborough has a restaurant in it too, the Nutrition Factory. So they do like lean food and protein shakes. I've been known to stop.
And they put graham cracker crumbs in everything.
Well, at least what I ordered.
Like whether you want it or not.
It's weird. I consider this to a certain extent to be my show because I do a lot of like the production work and stuff, behind the
Heavy
scenes.
lifting.
But it's so weird that it's been commandeered by these three lunkheads who talk about where to buy the best pre-workout in town, like where you can get the best like fresh protein powder, boutique fucking protein powder.
Hey, this shit matters, man.
protein.
Poutine
I love
protein. Oh, just poutine.
Poutine, yeah. The fries.
I've lost control.
And like to make it weirder, like 10 years ago doing this, no one would have pegged this group of people to have these conversations.
It's true. I think as as sad men such as us age ungracefully, we start grasping at those things that can help us to reclaim those last shreds of youth. God help us.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well put. Couldn't have said it better.
What have you been up to, Jotham?
I took some notes about an hour ago. New Cronenberg. I haven't been up to anything, but there's a new Cronenberg, not by the one you're thinking of, but by his son. His son is named Brandon Cronenberg. It's called Possession, or Possessed. No, it's called Possessed. I'll get to Possession. It's called Possessed. And, well, Possession's in my notes too, but it's confusing. I called Possession impossible until about 3 minutes ago, and I changed it to Possession. Impossible from 1981 is not a movie that exists that I know of.
There's a movie called...
This is a hard thread.
There's a movie called The Impossible that I think is about the 2004 tsunami in Thailand.
Yeah. It's got
Ewan McGregor.
Kenobi in it.
The Perfect Storm.
Right, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think that was Never mind.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I haven't been up to the new Cronenberg, but it exists, and I wanted to mention that. I will be watching it sometime soon.
I like that it's the new Cronenberg, the person, and the new Cronenberg, the movie.
Yes. Yes.
There's new of each.
Yeah, it's very fresh. Very fresh.
And knowing
You have to report back.
knowing the senior Cronenberg, who knows how that younger Cronenberg was brought into existence? Could have been hatched out of some flesh egg.
He's trying to get from under his father's body horror shadow.
He was built in a lab.
A disgusting lab.
I'm trying to get out of my father's pulsating shadow.
My dripping, gooey shadow.
Dripping, pulsing, undulating.
Oh.
Like a waterbed.
So what? I'm having a hard time here. What is Impossible or Possession, and what did it have to do with?
It has
stuff?
nothing to do with the first thing, but it's my notes. There's 3 parts. One is new Cronenberg.
Keep an eye out.
2 is really leaning into athleisure. I know this is quality content that so I go from like workout clothes into other workout clothes, not to work out, but just to hang out in. And speaking of like changing as you age or whatever, I never would have thought that I did this 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I'm in like cut off jeans and like a Budweiser shirt, loving it. Now, I'm all about liner shorts, baby.
It's kind of like I know you and our friend Valerie were both heavily into Jersey Shore. I feel like there's maybe some of that spirit, the shirt before the shirt,
I've never seen it.
Gym tan laundry.
She loved it.
Oh, really? I thought you guys bonded over it. I didn't realize you never watched.
I think we bonded over her love for it.
Yeah, just
and
listening.
her wanting me to watch it, but I hadn't watched it. I'm not against
For
it.
some reason, though, I would totally peg. No offense to you at all. I could see Jotham watching Jersey Shore.
Big time.
Well, that's what I'm going to do this
it.
week, and I will report back next week.
I watched it. I mean, at least like the first season.
I saw some of it.
I
for
got
sure.
the Gym Tan Laundry reference.
Yeah, gym tan laundry.
Yeah, it was a cultural touchdown.
The shirt before the shirt.
So I saw a picture of the actor that plays Christopher Moltisanti and Pauly D earlier together, and the caption said Gym Tan Laundry.
Nice.
Michael Imperioli.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
Okay, so the third thing on my list is I went down this rabbit hole yesterday trying to find this movie Possession that came out in 1981 because, so we've talked about like bootleg shirts before. So one of these girls that I follow that makes these shirts has a new batch of shirts and I don't get the references. So I'm like, I'm going to look into this. One of them is Possession, this 1981 movie that is very highly rated, but was banned in the US. And so there's like a US version and there's a UK version that's longer and uncut, but apparently it's really like gross and awesome and I need to see it. So I hope by next week I've seen Possession from 1981. I mean, I went down all the YouTube. I found director commentary on YouTube, like the full version, but I can't watch that. I found a VHS cut from like a TV in Australia when it came out, but I can't watch that edited version either.
Yeah,
I need the real deal. It came out in Blu-ray, I think, in the last 10 years, but
I just downloaded a fan edit of Dune like it's called like the complete something cut. I can't remember exactly, but it adds a bunch of like kind of unfinished footage and reorders some things. So it's supposed to be like the best version of it. Haven't watched it yet.
So you're looking
like they do in GF2. They put it in different order.
Yeah.
If you watch them all together.
Oh, you're talking about the Godfather saga that they did for TV.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I got my pickleball set. Just so you know.
Yes, this is good. Let's talk
so
about
I got
it.
the fucking invite. Pardon my French.
Oh yeah, I don't think I played pickleball. I don't think I've played. Oh, no, I played last Friday morning, but that's it.
I was waiting by the phone.
We can play. We can play this
looking
weekend.
at my paddles.
The phone works two ways, bud. You can always hit me up for pickleball.
I showed you.
I'm always ready to
put
go.
forth the effort.
When?
You know I have it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did. Well, I've had a very busy week, so I'm solid. I'm sorry, but we'll play this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But good for you for getting it.
Good for you. So dismissive.
Way to go, bud.
You see what I'm saying? This guy? Jeez, this guy.
Oh. Again, precarious tower of things.
Terror.
The show
You
must
just
go
hold
on.
it, like
Steven Tyler.
Why would I do that?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Dream
I
on.
just muted myself. So you hear the tape crackling.
No! The packing kit.
This is great. Just keep
packing.
watching him.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mute it.
I'd like to see you hold the mic and do a Rodney Dangerfield impression.
No.
We all would like that. That's desirable.
In a Cajun accent.
Cajun Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
Rodney Dangero?
Rodney Cajunfield?
Yes.
So who's going to try it?
Not me.
I can't even.
3, 2, 1, everybody go.
I went to my doctor. He's what did he say? He said, "You're a very sick man." I said, "Give me a second opinion." He said, "You're ugly too." Is that a good? That's a real good Cajun accent.
It's almost Mr. T.
I get no respect. They keep trying to put me on that plane, Monsieur.
I said, no, sure.
I remember watching the A-Team as a small child, but I didn't retain anything about it. So, Jared, years later, when we were like in our 20s, and you explained to me how B.A. Baracus didn't want to get on a plane ever, and they used to have to trick him by drugging buttermilk. and you felt like that happened more than once.
We got to get somewhere fast. Time is of the essence. The quickest way to get there. We the plane, and that's the obstacle.
I'm not getting on any plane, he would say.
Correct.
Which, I mean, seems ridiculous, but there are like living people who are known for this same trait. Like John Madden wouldn't get on a plane
because his daughter died in a plane crash.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that got dark real quick.
I had a friend who refused to travel by train, which is not something that's too hard to avoid unless you're in like New York or something like that. But it was because she was once on a train that derailed. I don't think it was like, it wasn't anything that was a huge disaster or something, but it was unnerving enough that she was like, fuck trains for life.
Yeah. Who else was it? I think it's Mick G, the guy
who directed Charlie's Angles.
Yeah.
And
I think he's
Terminator Salvation. Did he?
Yeah, he did Terminator Salvation, Charlie's Angels, and like almost all the Korn videos.
A lot of videos of other people too. Did he do like a Moby video? I bet he did.
I think so. McGee's a dumb name, but anyways.
Yes. Director can't fly.
Corin can update us on how his search is going. But speaking of horror movies of any type, not just body, I did get the Shudder network trial, just a little 7 days to jump in, see what there was to see. We hardly used it because we rarely have a chance to watch horrific movies without there being a little kid nearby. So
You watched The Host?
We watched Host, just Host.
Or is it Host?
Just Host.
Just Host. Interesting.
The Host is that Korean one about the monster from a few years back. That's a really good movie.
Oh, actually,
too.
I watched that this week.
That's
that was
a great
really good.
movie. Yeah.
Boon. What's his name? Boon Jong.
The parasite guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we watched Host. We watched Blood Quantum. We watched. We're going to watch The Changeling, and I wanted to watch. Is The Wailing on Shudder?
The Wailing is on Prime and Shudder.
Oh, okay. So maybe we can still watch The Wailing because I know that came highly recommended for
How's
you.
that spelled?
It's not about the whaling industry.
AILE. Whoa!
The cry.
Don't listen to how I spell things. I put an E in there. So, what'd you find on the internet?
I couldn't find it.
Oh, cool.
I gave up.
Well, that paid
Maybe
off.
I made that up. It would be cool though. You can tell everybody that McGee's afraid to fly.
That Mick Jagger's afraid to fly.
Yeah, just keep going.
The famous director Mick Jagger, spelled with a G.
With a G.
Put the camera over there.
Why did he sound like a toddler? Put the camera over there.
Because that's how he sounds when he's dancing.
I like
which
that,
he's always doing.
I like that we're all feeling free to do impressions as they come up as ideas. Put the camera over there. So
I'm very good at impressions.
it's very difficult to. I really had to go through a circuitous route to cancel this Shudder subscription. I almost said prescription. I need it for my health. You had to go through 19 screens of Amazon's blockades. They're trying to trick me into being, or just like frustrate me.
Wear you down.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I'll just pay $6 every month because I can't be bothered to click 4 more times and find out how to get rid of this thing. But I did it, guys. Just
We're very proud
of me. Corin, what have you been up to?
Oh man, I haven't been doing much. I've been my work has been very dry, extra dry lately. I've been doing a lot of mergers and Chapter 11 bankruptcy at work, so I've been kind of brain dead all the time. So I have.
And Chapter 11 is different than the Chapter 7.
Correct, and the Chapter 13.
Oh God.
I'm very impressed by Jotham's knowledge.
I know. Do you want a job?
I worked at a mortgage place for like 3 months in 2017, and I don't know if I ever talked about it. These guys really sucked. They like brought guns to work. They were like mortgage bros. It was a terrible experience.
Whoa.
Terrible experience.
Did you ever see the movie The Big Short?
Yes.
Were they like the bros, like the real estate bros that they went and interviewed?
They were worse. They reminded me of guys who like they would have been in a frat, but they didn't go to college, but they had that kind of mentality, and they like rented an office on St. Pete Beach because they just like couldn't handle the office in downtown St. Pete. They could have worked there for free, but their buddy owned the strip on like St. Pete Beach, so they set up there. So like my job interview, like they didn't have a chair for me. So they got a chair and I sat in there and they asked me the dumbest questions and I was sweating profusely because I didn't have AC in my car at the time and I drove from Tampa, but I was convinced I was going to get rich on mortgages. This is about a month after getting out of rehab, so I was thinking very clearly. And I was driving back like 5 days a week in rush hour traffic with no AC in the summer. It was like August 2017. So yeah, that was a great time in my life. Oh, and I was like 60 pounds heavier. I was just like miserable.
Is that around the time of the famous sleeve hat picture?
Yes. Yeah, right. That was exactly the time. Yeah.
Working with those bros, man. That sleeve hat
I don't
picture.
know if you guys have seen that picture.
I think, Joe, did you use it just kind of for like motivation moving forward?
Yeah, basically. I don't want to send it to anyone so it exists on anyone else's phone. It's a good picture.
It's one to just show in person. Be like, hey, but
yeah, it's an in-person kind of picture.
Check this out.
I try to destroy any evidence of that time in my life. I didn't use social media for like a full year.
That's very wise. So they brought guns to work. Did you ever see a gun discharged at work?
No guns discharged at work, but they had them. They were ready.
Would they compare them? Be like, oh, look what I brought in. My
they had them in cases. Like,
my Winchester 30-06. They've got a long gun.
Got that must.
Did they ultimately succeed? Are they successful now? Doing very well
Ever
financially?
drive by, see if they're business booming?
No, I'm sure they're still kind of scammy mortgage guys.
Oh, right on. What ended your tenure there?
They basically gave me my 2 weeks because I can't remember whatever bullshit reasons they gave me.
So a weekend.
I worked there for 3 months for like $12 an hour.
So.
It sucked. They had me like cold calling people. Like, I didn't know anything about mortgage. I was taking like this mortgage. I took it twice, like to get my license to do it. But like I didn't really study, and it's a lot of real estate kind of law and things. And so like they paid for it twice, and I didn't pass twice, and they were just really fed up with me. And I hated them, and so like it was pretty mutual, but they definitely initiated it.
Fair enough.
Right on. I like that story.
I like these.
So that's why I know that the 11 and the 7 exist.
And when you answered the phone, did you have to say kind of scammy mortgage company?
I wish.
These guys have guns.
Smith and Wesson mortgages. Oh man, it would have been so good if I had got it out. No.
Go ahead, Corin.
Fix it in post.
Yeah.
So instead of talking about anything that I've actually been doing in my life, I created a list. And this list is called Cool Hollywood Bros I Could Probably Chill With.
Okay.
So,
but this is genuine. You're not being ironic. Are these people that you actually admire? Are these like people that you're making fun of?
Nope. No, this is sincere.
Okay.
Just about, just like everything I do. So this last week, I reported a news story about Paul Rudd, which is kind of the impetus of this list. So number 1 on the list, Paul Rudd. He seems nice. He's chill. I think like if we were having conversations, he would be like interested in me or like asking me questions like, or at least acting like he was interested.
I love the fantasy aspect of this.
You're revealing a lot of...
Yeah, this is great.
This is
can
like...
we guess? Can we guess who's on your list?
Oh, yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Everybody stop. I just want to say right quick, I'm used to dealing with things like this because this is exactly how Clara is when she asked to have imaginary friends conjured into existence in the house. She's like, could Paul Rudd come hang out with us? Like, could we maybe chill with damn it, what's that? Sorry, resume guessing. I'm trying to think of
Marlon Wayans.
No.
Who was the...
Okay.
I can't think of the guy's name. We don't have to stop for me. I'm just rubbing my face and trying to remember a guy's name.
Okay.
He was
We
in
don't have to guess. You keep going.
7 Psychopaths.
Okay.
Oh, Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
Is he on your cool guy
he would've
list?
Been good. Yeah, that's good.
On his list, though. That's on
Pretty
Alistair's
sure.
list.
That's on Alistair's. Yeah, he's an Alistair hang. Like, that's a good Alistair hang, would be a Sam
He's a good
Rockwell.
guy for you, Rockwell. Good guy for
Sarsaparilla.
you.
Sam Elliott. Would you hang out with Sam Elliott?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
I just wish he was my grandpa.
Right.
I want to know who's actually on the list.
Say that one more time.
I want to know who's actually on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Number 2, The Rock. Like, we could like lift weights and hang out.
Probably got some great tips.
Right, exactly. It's like my note says he could basically be like my trainer for a day or whatever. But if you've ever been in a training session, like you have to like fill the time between sets with some conversation, like that rest time. So it would be a good time to like get to know each other.
So you think you get the number afterwards?
Maybe.
You're just looking for a solid hang or like continuing the friendship?
Some you'll see. Like there's some that I think like.
Wait, are you saying with some of these cool Hollywood dudes, you would just hit it and quit it?
I don't think I would have that choice. Like I would probably like continue, but some of them probably wouldn't. Like Mark Ruffalo is the next.
You're ready to be broken up with by all of these.
I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of my place in the world, and it wouldn't like and my worth as a human, and it wouldn't hurt me to to the core if they didn't want to hang out with me again.
Did anybody watch the Mark Ruffalo show on HBO though? Like that was over the summer, maybe.
The super sad one.
It was the saddest show I've ever seen. I didn't finish it. It was so incredibly sad. Every episode they one-upped how sad they could make you feel.
What is it?
No.
Was it called the Mark Ruffalo show?
No, he played a twin of himself too, though. So a double dose.
Oh, that was a show. I thought that was a movie.
No, it was like an 8-part or something, series on HBO.
But you made it sound like it was called the Mark Ruffalo show, which makes it seem much more zany.
Show?
The Mark Ruffalo show.
You could pitch that when you hang out.
So Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, totally. He's totally into like indigenous rights. He's been adopted by most like native people across the country. There's like memes about the sacred white Ruffalo instead of the sacred white buffalo. It's incredible. He was at Standing Rock. He was everywhere. He's all over the place. We love Mark Ruffalo. Number 4, Don Cheadle.
Oh, Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle would be a super cool hang. Like, just so nice, and like he's too nice to actually like say he wouldn't want to hang out again.
So you could get him.
Like we could hang out once. I don't think he would be into it twice, but like he wouldn't like try to get out of it early. He'd like sit it out.
He'd be interested enough. See where it goes.
Yeah, see where it goes, and like. It would be like going on a date with somebody who's like out of your league or whatever, but they're still like
polite.
They're not gonna split early.
Yeah, see what you got.
Yeah, right. Pitch me, sell me.
So who's the next cool dude on your list?
Taika Waititi.
Oh yeah,
he seems
and
like
then
a cool
like we
dude.
could just like talk about comics and movies and stuff and music because it seems like we have like a lot of the same taste. And I don't think the Oscars like went to his head, so he's probably still pretty chill.
This is great.
This is a great.
This is a great Tiger Beat magazine.
Cool celebrity dudes I could hang with.
You need to.
Okay. Last question. Last thing on my list is a question, and I want to know if I have the same answer as everybody else, which is, what's your rating for the Hollywood Chris's?
What?
Hollywood Chris's.
Yeah, the Hollywood Chris's.
Pratt,
Chris
Hemsworth.
Maltasanti?
So
Pine.
there's 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Pine, Pratt, Hemsworth, and Evans. So those are the
Hemsworth.
Those are the Hollywood Chris's. And you can rate them in any way you want.
I feel like
but
my
I need to know
favorite-
from top to bottom.
I feel like my favorite is Evans.
I need to write this down. Wait, gotta
Wait,
give me their
wait.
names again.
I can't. I wanted to hear what Alistair had to say here. Hold on.
I said I think my top one is Evans
Oh, same here.
because he.
Which one's he?
I like him on Twitter.
Captain America.
He doesn't take any
okay.
any shit. He stands up for the right people. He's
Exactly.
embodied the spirit of Captain America.
Absolutely.
Maybe Pine's
Yeah.
after that.
He's. I go Hemsworth after that. Hemsworth
I go
seems like a good
Hemsworth
dude.
first.
I forgot Hemsworth was one of them. I might agree with you.
Wait, so who's the other one besides
Pratt.
Pratt?
Oh, Pine.
Pine.
Okay, I would probably go Evans, Pine, Hemsworth, and then Pratt.
I see. I think you're a Pine guy. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I like
can
Pine. And Pratt gets the last place because like isn't he involved in some like weird church with like some anti-LGBTQ kind of thing? He kind of keeps it on the low and acts like it's not a big deal.
It should be a bigger deal.
But it is.
But yeah.
Yeah, Pratt has fallen precipitously in the Hollywood Chris rankings of late. That was tough to say, man. Sorry.
You got through it though, and I appreciated it. Jotham, are you Hemsworth?
Hemsworth.
Evans,
I remember when I saw him in
Pine Pratt?
what was the movie where it like all takes place at a motel?
Oh, I haven't seen that. I want to though.
1407.
Good Times at the
at the El Royale.
at the El Royale or something.
Yeah, it was good, but he shows up without a shirt on, and I'm like, okay. And then he never puts a shirt on the whole movie, and by the end of it, I'm just annoyed with how good he looks the entire movie. I get it.
Yeah.
You look great. Anyways, he's number 1.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, so he's 1. Pratt 4. The other were Evans. Evans is Super Captain America, and which one's Pine?
Captain Kirk.
Captain
the new
Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
Pineland Kirk? I don't know. I haven't seen.
But he's
him
also
a lot.
has a really amazing performance in that movie Smoking Aces as a crazy racist hillbilly.
I forget
I have a
he was in
strong
that.
1 and
It's good.
4. 2 and 3. I'd have to see more of their work
Let's
or shirtless pics.
wait until next week. Let's watch everyone's entire how do you say it? The egg, the body of work. Oeuvre. Oh boy.
Oofs.
I got a lot to watch. I got the entire Jersey Shore series. I'm gonna be busy.
Etc.
Got Possession.
New
All right.
Cronenberg.
The new Cronenberg came out like a week
The
ago.
new Cronenberg from the new Cronenberg.
Has anyone
Yeah.
ever done a mashup where they're like Hume Cronenberg and it's the old actor Hume Cronin and David Cronenberg and like it's Hume
don't know who
Cronin,
that
maybe
is.
his body's melting.
Hume Cronin.
Hume Cronin, he was in Cocoon, Jessica Tandy's husband.
He was he was one half
Jesus
of the
Christ.
old couple in Batteries Not Included.
That sounds right. I never saw that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, his IMDb picture is in black and white, so
He is old. Oh, he's also dead. So he can't be in the Hume Cronin can't be in the new Cronin.
You think Donald Sutherland would be cool to hang out with?
Donald?
Yeah.
Is he with us?
mm,
I'm watching him in The Undoing that's on HBO, but I watched the Invasion of the Body Snatchers earlier this week. So I got Sutherland on the brain.
The whole Sutherland crew. You were talking about Kiefer earlier, shouted him out as a potential cool bro to hang with.
I don't think Kiefer would be fun to hang with.
I don't think
that
he'd be
guy
very
seems like
chill.
a really mean person.
I think he drinks a lot, and maybe he gets mean when he's drinking. I just imagine he gets mean because maybe I
It's
get
funny.
mean when I'm
There
drinking.
was a like last year, maybe 2 years ago, there was like a Rolling Stone article where this guy went and hung out with Johnny Depp, like at his house. It was just to do an interview, and like his biggest takeaway from like hanging out with Johnny Depp, which is like how fucked up he is, like just kind of in general, is that like he has no friends. Like he just sits in a house. Everybody that he interacts with is on the payroll. Like he has just an entourage, and it was just like this big long thing about how everybody bleeds him dry for money, and he doesn't have any real friends. Like he's the most shut in, like not reclusive, but like doesn't relate to people.
ostracized or
Everybody wants something from him. Like
Oh.
he's just like kind of shut
Very
in his
sad.
mansion.
Wasn't there a revelation in some news article a couple years ago that was like the headline was like Johnny Depp spends $40,000 a month
Yeah.
on wine.
Yeah, it goes into that. Like, yeah, he like spent like $5 million to shoot Hunter S. Thompson's ashes out of a cannon, like for his like for his funeral, and just like the expenses that he has are just like outrageous, like amounts of money. Like I don't know, it's just nuts.
Outrageous amounts of money. I wish
he doesn't have any kids though. Like
No,
who cares?
really? I thought he had a bunch of
No,
kids.
it's fine. It's just like yeah, it was strange.
I would have assumed
seemed
he
like a
had
very
it.
strange
I thought he
person,
owned an
but I mean-
island and he like took his kids to the island.
He bought an island.
Doesn't he
I only got
planes.
half of that article. Right,
I would have
guess.
thought he had
No
kids.
What's that,
Alistair?
Alistair?
I would have thought he had kids. I thought
no idea.
for
Yeah, I
some
can't
reason he
remember.
had kids. Anyway, I guess I don't think all that often about Johnny Depp's kids, but now I will. I wish I had
Oh,
the
yeah,
ability
he does.
to
He has
waste
2
millions
kids.
of dollars.
Yeah.
All right.
He should save some of that money for them.
I got kind of like a Michael Jackson-y kind of vibe, like from like the article, like he's starting his house, Neverland Ranch. He's way too rich and famous to like. It's kind of sad.
He also, they both kind of wore or wear vaguely militaristic garb.
Yeah. He's in a band called Hollywood Vampires with like
What's her name? Is
Corey Feldman.
probably
Hollywood vampire.
he has his own weird music career.
No, it's like I want to say it's like Keith Richards or somebody from Rolling Stone. Like it's famous. I think there's a couple like
Did we
famous
put-
musicians in his Hollywood. Oh, hey, Hollywood Vampires. That could have go on
did
the
we
list.
put Corey Feldman on the list?
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff.
You seen Corey and his Angels? Corey's
Yeah,
Angel-
exactly.
Oof.
Exactly.
Was it Ascension Millennium? Was that the name of the Corey and the Angels song?
That sounds
There's a
right.
video for it. It's terrible. Sean Astin's in it.
Samwise Gamgee.
Paige
Alice
Sean Astin.
Cooper, Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp, Joe Perry.
Yeah, Joe Perry from Aerosmith. And they're like a cover band. They have a couple originals, but like, yeah, Hollywood Vampires.
Wow.
That sounds pretty sweet. I bet their music is sick. All those talented rockers.
It's high stakes LA rock and roll.
Bringing back the
stakes.
Sunset Strip. Well, do you guys want to get into a trivia challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to write anything.
Nobody has to write anything. This will just be ringing in. But here's the question. I prepared, by which I mean stole a link to. I didn't create these quizzes. These quizzes came from online. I have a quiz related to these are all audio quizzes, and I want to get the temperature of the room here. You guys can choose which one we do. Maybe we'll do two of them, but a couple of them. One of them is really long. TV theme songs, 4-second clips, identification thereof. Audio jingles for companies, mostly, although some of these jingles are actually for television shows, which is a theme song. And then there are clips from original movie trailers for which you must ring in and identify. Which, what do you guys think? Jared, like out of those three, what's your favorite?
I would say commercials.
Okay. Corin, what about you? What do you think?
Television programs.
Jotham, how about you?
What's the one they didn't choose?
The movie trailers. That one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. I'll do first one I'm going to do is audio jingles.
Let's do it. Let's just do that one.
All right. Maybe there'll be other ones too, is what I'm saying.
So, all right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So coming up first, you got to give me just a second here.
Okay. Getting everything arranged.
Getting everything situated. Here we go. Okay. So
Oh boy. It's time for
Jotham.
every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
that's right. It's time for another episode of You Heard It, Say What It Was with me, Alistair St. Hill. Question number 1. 22 on this quiz. Maybe we'll just do the one.
Oh boy.
These are audio jingles. They're maybe copyrights. They're identities, and most of them are for products or corporations. Some of them, as you may see, are actually, like I said, TV themes, which is funny to think about that as a copyright once we get to those. Here's question 1.
Corin.
Corin, go.
Yahoo.
That was Yahoo. Corin leads 1-0. Question 2.
Jotham.
Jared, I heard Jared.
20th Century Fox.
That is 20th Century Fox.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Question 3.
Yes.
Jared.
Jared, go.
NBC.
That's right, NBC.
WNBC.
WNBC. Did you know that is one of the things that sometimes gets used for interval training? When you're trying to figure out the space between two notes, those first two. Boom,
what is the interval?
Bum, bum. I think it's a major third. It's the same as It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. It came upon a midnight clear. All over a midnight clear. Question 4.
Ho, ho, ho.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Jolly Green Giant.
Wow. He is the
Crushing
Jolly
these.
Green
Love
Giant.
those beans.
Green Giant. Maybe it's a major sixth. I'll have to look it up. I didn't say I did a lot of the training. I just said they use it.
CAF, kind of?
Jotham. Jotham, not now. I'm trying to concentrate. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Number 5. I messed that
Jared.
one up. Jared, go. God damn it, Jared, go.
Intel.
That was correct. That was Intel. Next up.
Jotham.
Jotham.
MGM.
That's correct. Metro Goldwyn Mayer. John Mayer. Little known fact, that lion's body is a wonderland. Question 7.
Jared.
Corin.
Okay, Jared.
The Lone Ranger.
It's crazy that we had to play it that long, but like I said, that's a jingle for the Lone Ranger. All right, here's
the Lone
one.
Ranger's line of things.
Here's a puzzler. Question 8. Well, no, not that part.
Oh, God.
It was this part. God damn it. Okay. Those little pop, 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 pop. Does anyone know what that is?
Nope.
I forgot about those two. It's TiVo. Never had a TiVo.
Huh.
Me neither.
Yeah, no.
Never will.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Am I right or am I right? All right. Question 9.
You've got mail.
Jared.
Corin.
Jotham.
Corin, I heard.
AOL.
Ayo.
I plugged my laptop in hoping it would help with the lag, and it hasn't seemed to have helped at all.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, Jotham.
In the lag.
I'm 3,000 miles away, dog.
Jotham's tilted.
I pointed a fan towards my CPU,
Hoping to cool it down.
but it hasn't.
Should
It
have
hasn't
power cycled, honestly.
sped up my connection.
Oh.
All right. Question 10. Got him. Question 10.
You've got mail.
Nope. Question 10.
Jared.
Oh, I know it.
Jared, go.
Pillsbury.
Pillsbury, the famous doughboy.
Jared's killing it. What's the score?
Jared
Jared.
has 6. Corin has 2, and Jotham has 1. What'd you say, Corin?
6 to
I
3
just
to
said
1.
Jared.
Yeah, the score is
Jared
Jared.
is the score.
I am the
There's
quiz.
still time. We can catch up, Corin.
Yeah, we got 30 more questions. All right, number 11.
Jared.
Jared, go.
Tarzan.
Yep, that is the jingle for Tarzan.
Oh, wait, what?
Question 12.
Corin,
Jotham.
Corin, go.
60 minutes.
That is the jingle for 60 minutes. Question 13. We're zooming through these. We might do another one. They're short.
Corin.
Corin, go.
Intel?
We already did Intel,
Aw, dag.
you idiot.
I'm not paying attention.
Can I hear it one more time?
And here we go. Nope, that wasn't it.
Boom, go, 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 blue.
Hold on a second.
Yep, that was it.
Name
Jared gets the
that
point.
Dell? Jared Dell?
No, it's
damn it.
it's Microsoft.
Huh?
What?
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Oh.
All right.
That's embarrassing. You should know that.
Number 14. Here it is again. I didn't know what it was either. Leapfrog.
Yeah,
Leapfrog.
Juno Mail.
Leapfrog.
We have like a
Huh.
Leapfrog tablet, which is like a little, little kids learning device. So maybe it's
Right.
that, but I didn't recognize the sound. My kid don't learn too much, you know what I'm saying? All right. 15. This is the jingle for
Jared.
Jotham.
Jared, go.
Looney Tunes, aka Merry Melodies.
There you go.
There it is.
The-
There it is.
There. Here's number 16.
There's at the end. Is that supposed to be part of it?
Concentrate more on the middle.
Okay. I don't know.
That is the jingle for the New York Stock Exchange. All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's when the wormhole opened up. Question 17. Jared.
THX?
THX Limited.
Huh. The first part
audience is
sounded
now
spooky.
Deaf. Yeah.
Question 18.
Say, man, who's that cat coming down the street?
I don't know, but it sounds to me like that's Wicked Man with the bone.
Sure having himself a ball.
Sweet George Brown.
Jared,
go.
Harlem Globetrotters.
The Harlem Globetrotters. The jingle for the Harlem Globetrotters.
That was like a whole commercial for them.
Like, here comes a guy with a ball. I'm not doing any accents. He sure has a ball. Yes, he does. Whistling.
And he also likes whistling like that.
I knew the song.
I'll give Jotham a point. What could it hurt?
What is basketball?
What is basketball? Question 19.
Corin.
Corin, go.
That's Homer Simpson from The Simpsons.
That's the jingle for Homer Simpson.
The jingle for The Simpsons?
For Homer Simpson. Number 20.
Corin.
Corin, go.
Rugrats.
No.
Jotham.
Gotham.
Nationwide insurance.
Hell yeah, it's nationwide insurance.
Wee.
You guys could learn a thing or two from this kid. 20.
It sounded a lot like...
I did.
I've never seen
It's
Rugrats.
very similar.
I'm just older enough than you that I never saw Rugrats.
Well, you missed
21.
You are now free to move about the country.
That didn't come through real good.
Let's try again then.
You are now free to move about the country.
Oh,
it went,
Jared.
boom. You're now free to move about the country.
Free to move about the country. Southwest?
Jared killing it. I mean... Yeah! God damn it, I could have done that 22 times. That would have been so fun. All right. Number 22, final question.
Jared,
go.
Sports Center
on ESPN.
All right.
So Jared got 12 to Corin's 4 to Jotham's 3.
Dang.
Man.
Jared know how things sound.
Jared know how things sound. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
Stay ready.
Do you guys feel like doing another quiz? What else do we have going on?
I think Jotham's upset or frozen. One of the two.
Yeah, he is frozen.
Uh-oh.
Let's take a little break.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. Then we'll either do another quiz or we'll get into the news. So we'll be right back. Hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships. We're back, and the consensus seems to be we're going to save those sweet quizzes for future use. We're not going to burn them all today, but we definitely had a great time playing one of them earlier on. So I guess
no one to hold them, no one to fold them,
no one to walk away, know when to
run.
News with Jared.
Oh.
Microsoft is asking all of the people who recently purchased their new console, the Xbox Series X, to please not blow vape smoke into it, because there's some videos circulating where the design of the it looks like a small refrigerator. It's like a small
just a
rectangle
box.
cube. What is it? I don't know. Rectangle cube? Yeah, it's like a small
Rectangle cube.
So you people, the way the air flows through it, if you blow smoke or vape smoke into the bottom of it, it will circulate through the console and come out of the top grate. So people are making videos, but obviously that's not great for hardware. So Microsoft had to release a tweet, and the tweet said, hold on. Wait, why is this in...
It's in Spanish,
Spanish.
isn't it?
It was basically like, we can't believe we have to tell you this, but please do not blow vape smoke into your Xbox.
Here's a question.
Which kind of seems like a natural thing that somebody who plays Xbox would do.
Yeah, I mean, short of shotgunning their pet ferret. But I want to know... what I was going to say just completely fell out of my head. Xbox.
What love is.
Xbox, Microsoft, vape smoke.
Vape smoke.
Sick
ferrets.
clouds.
Popcorn lung. Remember a year ago when popcorn lung was a hotly debated topic? If you vape, are you going to get popcorn lung? I feel like COVID really took away our popcorn lung
I don't know.
concerns.
That is propaganda perpetrated by the tobacco industry.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
That's what people would say.
There was also wasn't there a condition called wet lung?
What?
I think I have one popcorn lung and one wet lung.
Is that how you order it at Tijuana Flats?
Half and half. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, come on,
thanks,
Jotham. I told you not to filter vape smoke through the podcast.
I can't believe I have to tell you this. But yeah, Microsoft asked gamers to not do the most gamer thing. Probably.
Also,
next thing they're going to say, don't pour G Fuel on top of it.
Don't drink Mountain Dew, please, gamers. It's bad for the Xbox.
Drink Xbox brand.
Well, I think that's great advice, but yeah, it'll never be followed. You're right about that. Corin, what's in your news?
Are you ready?
For a second, I was thinking of the "Y'all ready for this?" But
are
you ready? As
I was thinking of Korn.
Korn song, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was like,
Man,
"Are you ready?" Bam, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Please produce that mashup. So as our resident robot advocate, I am usually here talking about the great advances in robotics and what they're going to do for the world. And
wait, I thought they were warnings.
But I'm like mostly into robots. They're like pretty cool.
You're on the fence.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This time.
Oh, are you what Jared calls a flesh trader? He's on the bleeding edge of futuristic robot racism. Just kidding. Jared is not a robot racist.
Yeah, just regular racist. Just kidding. He's not. That was just a joke.
Does he have a shirt though?
He'll have a shirt
going
soon.
on the internet, Corin.
I know.
That's forever.
Where 4 to 5 people will listen to it. 4 of them are here.
It's a good show.
Hey, we get scores of downloads and views. Scores.
Good. Scores.
Yeah, I won't say hundreds.
Okay.
I will say scores.
What's score? Like 14?
Scores 20. You're thinking of a fortnight. We have fortnights of listeners. 14, 28, the next one, all that.
Oh. I was, in fact, thinking of a fortnight.
I know. I didn't say it by accident.
I know. You know me so well.
I guess the bitch was implied. I guess the bitch was implied. Oh, poor thing. Sorry.
Shit.
All
right, guys.
Jotham keeps me grounded in situations like that where we're laughing
I
very
missed
hard.
it.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know what happened. So I drank some water.
I was drinking water. Next thing I know, everyone's cracking up. I'm just staring stone-faced at the camera. Well, waiting for it to be done.
This is funny.
Can't wait to watch this later. Sorry, Jim. Ah, corn. Fuck.
Oh!
It's fine.
Twice now.
All right. Here it goes. A swarm of cyborg cockroaches that lives in your house. That's the title of the story.
All right.
Japanese researchers say turning cockroaches into an army of insect cyborgs could be useful in a variety of ways. And I'm sending this to our group chat right now as the screen grab from that. Digital Nature Group at the University of something in Japan, I don't want to try to pronounce that, is working toward...
Do it.
Yeah,
Tsukuba.
that was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uncontroversial.
Working towards a, quote, post-ubiquitous computing era consisting of seamless combination of computational resources and non-computational resources.
Two things.
Post-ubiquitous?
I'm not seeing... That's thing number two. Thing number one is I didn't see anything come through in the chat.
It's going to take 5 minutes to send a picture.
And post-ubiquitous? So ubiquitous means...
I thought I was looking at the chat in Zoom.
Oh,
No.
I don't get to use that because that's my camera.
Oh.
So
I
I'm in
see.
the dark.
That's terrifying.
They're about as gross as regular roaches.
That can't be true, right?
No, I
Hey,
put it in the
screenshot.
Zoom chat too.
There we go. Says it'll be downloaded in 4 to 5 minutes. Just kidding.
Great.
Are they training them to write?
Now, they'll do whatever.
Whoa. These roaches.
Make your wildest dreams come
nasty.
true.
They go all the way.
You're talking about the butt, right?
Yeah. When you say all the way, that's what's implied.
Click to open. Oh, man. What?
Looks like they're
Yeah.
putting like some sauce on a plate, you know?
Well, it's...
It's the Roach Expo. He's finishing the plate off to make sure it looks
Yeah,
perfect
nice
before it goes
presentation.
out.
It's got like a little QR code on the back. On the top.
I don't know.
Like on his hat.
Yeah, like I'm not quite sure what that signal is for. Like,
Maybe
that one
that's-
is writing, but
Maybe that's for like a camera above that observes it, and there's some feedback as to like how they arrange the roach pods.
possibly.
Are they telling it what to write, or are they letting him just write whatever he wants and then figure out what he's trying to say?
Wait.
We just have to find someone to translate his strange, beautiful language.
Like, we trying to learn what he's saying, or
got nothing to say.
Cockroaches.
sorry.
I love Jared's brain. That's great.
Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful brain.
Gorgeous. Okay, by stimulating the left or right antenna nerves of the cockroach, you can make it think that it's running into something and get it to turn to the opposite direction.
Oh, like
Add
pulling a horse's bit rein.
Yeah, exactly. Wireless connectivity, fiducial markers, an overhead camera system, and a bunch of cyborg cockroaches. You get a resilient swarm that can collaborate on tasks. The researchers suggest that the swarm could be used as a display by making each cockroach into a pixel to transport objects or to draw things. There's also some mention of input or haptic interfaces or an audio device.
I don't know
what that
why
means.
they're really selling the association with cockroaches, because they do not have to be called
They
cockroaches.
could have chosen anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are specifically like those big Madagascar hissing roaches.
Oh, wait a second. These are cyborg things? I thought they were strictly robotic.
No, they're
No.
yeah,
They're
they
I thought they were,
actual
yeah. I
they
thought they
basically
were-
like taped a Raspberry Pi to a cockroach and
I see.
and a marker to its head.
It looked completely robotic to me
Oh,
in
wow.
in the
Wasted a
chat.
perfectly good Raspberry Pi.
There's one quote from the researchers that I want to get in, and then I'll let somebody else talk. But the quote is, "The reason to use cockroaches is that you can take advantage of their impressive ruggedness, efficiency, high power to weight ratio, and mobility. They can also feed themselves, meaning that whenever you don't need the swarm to perform some task for you, you can deactivate the control system and let them scurry off to find crumbs in dark places."
Yeah, but they're going to get stuck
Couldn't
because
ants do that too?
they've got huge. You can't strap a screen to an ant.
Well, it could be a really tiny screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. I should have thought of that.
I don't like the term resilient swarm. I feel like those are two words that should never be said together.
It's like a swarm, but you can't kill it ever. It'll just keep living and regenerating.
It's resilient.
Yeah, you can just turn off your control of it and then just trust that it won't attack you.
Yeah, let it go find crumbs in dark places.
Is that what it says in the article? Like, why don't you just say like they just go find food? Like
they had to make it
they
sinister.
love the dark places.
Really playing up the roachiness of it.
Yeah, they love the roachiness.
Yeah. I like when you pick stories specifically so that Jared will be like, no way, can't allow that, no way.
Just gaslighting him.
Or truth lighting him because it's coming whether he wants it or not.
Me.
Yeah. That's my story for the
Jotham,
day.
what's in the news with you?
The news is really bumming me out lately, so I'm going to read 4 of my favorite headlines. All right. Techno is music, German court declares.
Have you read this article?
Yeah, pieces of it.
So there was
Basically, places like Bergen, they play techno. They have to pay like a 17% tax.
Bergen?
And music. How do you say it?
Is it Bergen?
Yeah, that one. The infamous club that I've never said out loud. I've just read it. The name before.
No, sorry.
So the DJs, like they have, like the place, they have to pay a lot of higher taxes than a regular concert venue. So basically, they decided that
Because
they can
they pay higher taxes because, as far as the government's concerned, techno was not classified as music
until now.
Nice. Wow. This is a big victory for heads all over the world, not just in the founding city of Detroit, but as far-flung locales like Iceland, Antarctica, and Madagascar, home of the hissing cockroach.
Yeah.
I like it.
Next up, Leeds officer dressed as clown during 5-year undercover police operation into clown army.
Did what with a clown army?
Went undercover.
Went undercover for 5 years to infiltrate a clown army.
Was this clown army undertaking and executing criminal acts?
I think so. Well, there's a clip. I haven't seen this clip. Filmed in Leeds in 2004, she appears in costume and clown makeup, waving a feather duster as part of a clandestine insurgent rebel clown army, a street performance campaign group.
Street performance campaign group? This is Looney Tunes. Wait, so are they just stopping people?
Advocates for street performers.
This is like interviewing a lawyer who's defending them and saying that the police basically misappropriated funds, and like she befriended and tricked countless individuals. All right, I'm over this story. I didn't read the rest of this article. This is supposed to be headlines only. I feel like I'm getting tricked.
Sorry, we're getting so deep. Well, once you start talking about like rogue street clowns, like how are you not going to get follow-up questions?
That's where I just wanted to leave it.
I feel like an undercover clown operative would have some kind of undercover clown operative name. That the name would be clowny, but also indicative of their position.
Could I suggest one?
Maybe like name was
Sergeant Secrets.
Her name was Lynn Watson.
Watson.
The clown name. They have to have a clown. There's no clown named Lynn Watson. What was the
like Peaches or Dr. Scrubbles or something.
Yeah, Huckleberry.
Dr. Scrubbles.
Or
that's
Sneaky.
Dr. Secrets.
Undercover. I don't know.
Next up, I've got some robot news. Scientists drive tiny robot around inside living butthole.
Come on.
You want to read it?
They drove it?
It's a tiny robot they can put inside colons. But it can go like on ridges and things.
But the journal,
they drove it. It makes it sound like they're inside the thing.
It could be the roach.
You put the roach in the car.
Yeah, in the colon car.
I was going to say a colon lab, not a collab. That's I'll workshop that. We can cut down, cut the fat off that. There'll be something good.
Okay.
And last up is It's Disgusting. Geezer Butler slams Cardi B's WAP. Geezer Butler is from Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
And his name is Geezer.
Yeah.
He doesn't
And
like
he finds her song disgusting.
Wow.
Has he seen the video? The video's all right.
No, he branded the lyrics as disgusting.
Yeah.
Not suitable for young ears.
Yeah, I feel like the lyrics in the video go kind of hand in hand, so he's probably not going to like the video if he doesn't like the lyrics.
He's gonna hate it.
I actually haven't seen the video yet.
Check it out. Spend a few minutes.
Okay.
Alone.
At the end, he does admit that he's a bloody old goat.
Yeah,
So-
I did see that. He understands maybe that today's music just isn't for him. But
Right.
I guess if someone goes out of their way to stick a microphone and a pair of headphones on Geezer Butler and ask his opinion, you're probably not going to get something super cutting edge.
Shambling corpse complains.
It's like when a John Wayne interview from Playboy in the 70s came out, and they're like, "Can you believe how racist John Wayne was in the 70s?" Like, there's a reason he's been dead for 50 years. That makes it makes sense if you think about it. What else is in the news, Jonathan?
That's it.
Oh man, I can't believe that is it, and all of the news. Did we have any fact checking that we were behind on? I know last week we got all caught up
Billy
with
Bob
the
Thornton.
glass in Sling Blade's shoe.
Never gonna
Still
hear
riding that
high.
It's been a great week.
It was great to be right for Jotham.
The one time this week.
Our Spotify playlists this week.
Yes.
I did manage to get mine in order, which quite often I don't do. I am going to include a track from the new Nothing album. Nothing's new album is entitled The Great Dismal. It just came out in October, and I'm going to play a song called April Haha. After that, some Kate NV, a Russian artist, a song called Not. We're going to hear some Quixosis. It's kind of based on like Quixote.
Quixotic?
Don.
But it's HOSI. OSIS at the end. So it's like Quixosis. Okay. Very sorry about that. Some Bogdan Rosinski, who's a Reflex Records artist, the Aphex Twins label. Some Ford and Lopatin. That's Tiger City. Ford and Lopatin is Daniel Lopatin of One Tricks Point Never, one of their collaborations from like 10 years ago. And some Dorian Concept, a song called Booth Thrust, performed live. And I would encourage you, if you don't know Dorian Concept, to check out some live performance. Like he's a dude who really can play a microkorg like you've never seen before. Like he there's something particularly about the way he plays a microkorg, and it's funny because it's such a indie rock staple thing. It's the keyboard that you see every band from the 90s and 2000s who had a keyboard in it had one of those, and it's really fun to watch him go sick on one. Anyway, that's
he's really tickling the ebonies and the ivories.
Yeah, not just the major keys, minor keys as well.
And there's not. It's a micro. So how many? Do you know how many keys there are?
Believe we might be talking 44 small size keys on that. Maybe 40, or is it maybe it's a 25. Maybe it's just a couple of octaves. Anyway, that's my list.
If somebody could fact check that, I'd love it.
What is on your list, Jotham?
I split it up into half again. So the first three songs are by French artists: Serge Gainsbourg, Jacques Dutronc, and Air. And then the next three are songs about a place I've never been, Las Vegas. So we have the Cocteau Twins, Uranium Club, and the Gun Club.
So that's Heaven or Las Vegas, Sunbelt by Uranium Club, and The Las Vegas Story.
Yes.
By the Gun Club. I like it. I like these themes that are coming out. French Vegas.
Yeah. I might stick with it. We'll see.
Jared, what's on your list this week?
I got the Fortet remix of Great Day by Mad Villain. The first song on the new Hum album, Waves, because I've listened to that album a whole bunch. That's on like steady rotation right now. The first song in the new, well, I guess newish. I think there's a newer one out now, but the Freddie Gibbs Alchemist album, Alfredo, the first song on that, 1985. It's a really good verse. It's just
a lot
like
of track
one
one,
verse.
side ones.
Yeah.
Those are good choices.
Motherfucker 64 from Tobacco's Hot, Wet, and Sassy. That's like the song I've been listening to the most on that. Molasses by Hiatus Coyote, because that's like one of my favorite vocal performances like of all time. And SOS by Earl Greyhound, because the song just fucking rocks.
Fucking. It's a good list. Like that Hiatus Coyote. Corin, how are you going to close out the list this week?
I picked some songs from artists we've heard, like half we've heard before, but not tracks that have made it onto my lists, just because these are more recent releases. So Glass Beach is in there again, but Bedroom Community is in there, which we only heard a piece of when I originally talked about it on the show. Hasn't made it in a playlist yet. Marlowe is in there with Same Team from his most recent release that came out this year. And this track has become one of my favorites off of that album. And I haven't put that on yet. Anamanaguchi has been releasing singles all year, and the most recent one is called Pixel Candle, and I really like it. And the Polyrhythmics put out a new album this year, so I put on Man from the Future. And Toko Nakayama, Nakayama, Glass Heart. And that's from his most recent album that came out this year as well.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is a hell of a list we've put together. Be sure to check it out over on Spotify to the listener. If you search for The GNC Show or Grand National Championships, look for our logo, and it should be pretty easy to spot. Please subscribe to it, like it on there, and that helps. It changes on a weekly basis. And I'm thinking at the end of the year, I'll publish the list that has everything from throughout the year. That's typically what we used to do on the radio show, although I haven't republished any of the past years. But, keep it up for a little while at the end of the year. It'll be archived.
In addition to the playlist, also like, subscribe, rate, and everything for the YouTube and the Spotify playlist, or like the playlist, the podcast, and the Apple Podcasts.
Man, Corin can take the week off. Did you hear how Jared was like, subscribe?
Yeah.
Be sure to smash that subscribe button.
Really helps us out.
I thought he was going to say keep on trucking at the end, too.
Oh. I thought he was going to talk about dog drugs.
I thought it was a good time to slip it in there. I know it's Corin's job, but hey.
You know what? It doesn't hurt.
Take over.
Especially since, we're not the best marketers in the world, so it doesn't hurt to every once in a while mention it.
You guys say it too. Everybody say it one time, just so I'm not
in unison. 1, 2, 3. So
like it.
I feel like this show has been a little bit. I've been a little bit out of sorts during the show. This week has just been hellacious for everybody. There's no point even making excuses individually, but there's just so much going on. There was a tropical storm that suddenly veered into us this past week. There's been the ongoing election bullshit, which seems to finally be settled, although there's going to be months of Trump, who is coincidentally the world's biggest shithead.
We might get some video of him getting dragged out. That would be great.
It would be it would be amazing
so
to see him escorted out by marshals. That store Marshalls where you can get great deals on surf clothes.
Then they're gonna take me to Ross.
It'll be Tommy Lee Jones, like in U.S. Marshals.
That could be Tommy Lee Jones, or it could be T.J. Maxx. Tommy J. Maxx. Another competitor of Marshalls, in my opinion. Would you say Marshalls and TJ Maxx are on the same level? TJ Maxx is almost
by the
like
same company.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was Ross. It was like Marshalls and Ross. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
thought they were the same company.
They're all equal playing field for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But TJ Maxx is a place where, like, a friend of mine once went in and they just had a display set up of drums, of like djembes, you know, like some African hand drums. And, you know, just for a week there was like, okay, well, if you need a djembe, come on over to TJ Maxx. They've got a display inexplicably. Never had them before or again. But that's the type of excitement you can get there. I don't know if Marshall's has that type of range, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, TJ Maxx seems to be like the dumping ground for all kinds of random crap.
Yeah, like you could go in
I
there.
think you have to go there a lot,
Especially
if you
in
wanna
that final
find good stuff.
approach to the register. They have you wind through that thing, and there's just like snack and just phone protectors, but for like all kinds of different models. There's like one for like every model
Whatever
for the past
you
like
need.
20 years.
It's
They
like
got
when
kitchen utensils. They got candles.
You can get some Pocky. You can get some discount Pocky there.
when you go to Michael's at the very end, they try to sell you watches. Like, I'm at Michael's. I'm trying to buy some picture frames.
Hey kid, you want a Rolex?
Get off my back.
Rolex.
They're almost at the door. What do we hit them with?
What do these art school kids need?
Well, I think that's going to do it for us. So be sure to smash that like button. If you subscribe, it really help us out. Just keep on trucking. And dog drugs are the same. So just
Nailed it.
thoughts and prayers. That's going to do it for us. For Jotham Fady and Corin LaPointe Atchison and Jared James McLeod, I am Alistair Fraser St. Hill. Everyone have a fantastic day, week, everything ahead. Thanks, everybody. Be well. Bye.